Wildlife parks have established policies to protect animals and the visitors, but can more be done? For more on that, I'm joined by Adam Roberts with Born Free USA. Welcome to the broadcast. Why don't we start there? Can more be done?
Well, I think the first thing that needs to be done is that we have to always recognize that these are wild animals, and as such, their real place is in the wild. That has to be the focus of our efforts. Learning about them is great, but when we take wild animals, especially predators or large animals that are capable of doing damage to humans, much as the trailer showed, and we put them in city centers near people, I think we always run a risk of having enclosures that are not foolproof, and therefore putting both people and the animals at risk.
It's interesting. I went to your website and you track exotic animal incidents. I mean, there's a list there you can go through year by year. Are there certain themes, things that you see? I mean, for somebody who's there really deep into the weeds, what do you see as you compile this list?
Well, I think the biggest thing we see at the Born Free USA Exotic Animal Incidents database is that this is ubiquitous. Many people will hear about this story in China and think, oh, well, it happens there, I understand that, but that's actually not the case. It's happened in India, and it happens here in America from coast to coast across the country. So what we know is that this is a global problem of taking these wild animals and putting them in zoos, but not protecting the animals and the people who see them. So no matter where you are in the world, every time there's a wild animal in captivity, there's a chance that someone's going to get hurt and the animal will ultimately pay the price.
You also write a blog. Late last year, you were looking forward to 2017. You wrote, 2017, a year of vigilance. Are there lessons learned, as all of us are vigilant as we look at these animals, are there things that all of us can do to contribute?
I think the pendulum has swung quite a bit, and people are starting to recognize more and more around this country and around the world that we should respect animals and leave them safe in the wild. And we're starting to see corporations do that. You know, in the promo we talked about Tilikum and the orcas in SeaWorld. Well, SeaWorld's going to be moving out of the performing orca business because they finally realize through public pressure and people stopping buying tickets to the events that people wanted to protect orcas in the wild, not see them perform demeaning stunts in captivity or live in small, unnatural enclosures. The Ringling Brothers Circus is closing up the Big Top and stopping wild animal performances. So more and more, as people become aware of what these animals' lives are like in captivity, they're speaking out and making a change with what they do with their entertainment dollars.
I don't think we have much time, but are those baby steps or significant steps?
I think they're hugely significant steps. If you had asked me a year ago whether orcas would be stopping in SeaWorld performances and Ringling shutting down, I'd say maybe in my lifetime, but surely not this fast. So we're doing a lot of important work, and I think it's going to keep going.
All right, Adam Roberts, thanks so much for coming in, talking to us.